What's up guys, welcome back to Finance to Fly. My name is Luke and I'm here to help you elevate your travel while minimizing your spending. Today we're not going over just one card, we're going over two cards. Blue Business Plus and the Blue Business Cash from Amex. Reason why we're going over two cards in one is because they're the same card except one earns points and one earns cash back. Pretty simple. But now moving on to the annual fee. Annual fee for the cards, both are $0. For the sign up bonuses, you can honestly find so many different ones. Assume whatever I say for the Blue Business Plus, which I'll just use, is in points. You'll earn the same in cash back, spend the same in cash back. But the standard, I guess, sign up bonus for the Blue Business Plus is 15,000 points after 3,000 spend in the first 3 months. For the Blue Business Cash, it's $250 after 3,000 spend in the first 3 months. Both of these signups include a 0% APR offer for the first 12 months. And not to mention they are business cards, and you can really find some good elevated offers, especially with the Blue Business Plus. I know for when I got the card, it was an elevated offer of spend $15,000 in the first 12 months and I'll get 75,000 points. That's a pretty good offer considering it's a 12-month window to spend. But if you are looking at getting this card, I would make sure you shop around and look to see what the elevated offers are. If you look around, you can get a really good deal. I mean, I think there's a cash bonus of $750, similar to the 75,000 points offer I mentioned before. Both of those offers are about the highest I've seen. I think I heard something about a 90,000 point offer, but that might have been a while ago. 75,000 points is pretty much the highest you're going to be able to get. You're going to have to obviously spend though 15,000 the first 12 months. But nice thing is 0% APR for that first 12 months. So for earnings rates, these cards super simple. For the Blue Business Plus, you're gonna earn 2 points per dollar spent, and for the Blue Business Cash, you're gonna earn 2% cash back up to the first 50,000 spent on both cards. So after the first 50,000 spent, you're gonna earn 1 point or 1% cash back, everything else. In terms of benefits, this card doesn't come with much. I mean, you get car rental protection, extended warranty, and purchase protection. Those are definitely not as far as the platinum or the golds. I mean, they're very basic. So moving on to redemptions, we're not even going into what the card is worth because the card is worth whatever the sign-up bonus you get is and whatever you spend on the card up to 50,000 points to get those 2 points per dollar multiplier or 2% back. And for these redemptions, we're gonna assume you did get the highest sign-up bonus and you have about 120,000 Amex points able to spend. For this first redemption, we're gonna transfer our points over to Air Canada's Aeroplan. For this flight, we're gonna be flying from Bali to Atlanta. This is not the best way to get back to the US from Bali, as that would be probably Singapore Airlines, Vietnam Airlines, EVA Air, something coming from the east and hitting the west coast. This time you can fly Turkish Airlines from Bali to Turkey and then Turkey to Atlanta. And this will only cost you 115,000 points and about $75 in business class. Obviously, I would look to fly the other way around the world instead of going through Europe, but still, this is a great redemption value. I know that there's much more availability to fly through places like India and Turkey in terms of flying back from Southeast Asia to the US. This one-way ticket does cost around $7,700, and that'll give you a 6.65 cent per point value, which you do calculate by taking the cash cost minus the tax and fees divided by the points amount. It's a pretty good cent per point value considering Amex points are valued around 2 cents per piece if you get good value for them. For this second redemption, we're going to continue to stay with Aeroplan. This time we're going to book a different way to get to Southeast Asia. It's going to be from LAX to Singapore. Like normal, this will be in a business class award, and as you can see from the screenshot on the screen now, you can fly to Singapore via Singapore Airlines or EVA Airlines. But either way, both bookings cost 87,500 points and about $75. The same cash booking is about 3,600 bucks. And as you can see, comparing it to the last flight, I mean, you can save about 20,000 points or so just by flying from the West Coast to Southeast Asia instead of flying to the East Coast and flying the opposite way of the world. So in total, pretty much first flight you go from Southeast Asia to Atlanta, and then you go West Coast to Southeast Asia. Both pretty good, especially if you do an itinerary, something like that. Maybe you go from LAX to Singapore, Singapore to Bali, Bali to Turkey, and then Turkey to home, you know, something like that. That'd be pretty fun. But for this redemption, you're gonna get a cent per point value about 4 cents per piece. I know it's been a little bit since the last Emirates redemption, so why not bring an Emirates redemption? We're gonna be flying from San Francisco to Cape Town in first class. This does have those high taxes and fees, but hey, it's pretty cool redemption, especially if you can fly pretty much all the way around the world in first class. And normally this flight will cost about $14,736, or if you have some Amex points, it'll cost about $1,200 in taxes and fees and 187,500 miles. Considering this is a travel time about 34 hours at the minimum, that's not a bad rate for points and miles. I mean, taxes and fees, I wish they could be lower, but hey, you gotta live with it because you're flying first class. Either way, you're getting a nice 7.2 cent per point value, which I think is pretty good overall. I mean, that's about 3.5 times more than the average value of Amex points. So what are my thoughts on this card and who is this card for? Well, I love this card. I mean, it's pretty simple to use, no annual fee, you get 2 points or 2% cash back per dollar spent up to the first $50,000. If your business does not fit into one of the categories, Amex, Chase, Capital One, Citi, someone they don't have, I think this is a great opportunity for you to just stack Amex points using your business's spend. I know that a lot of the business cards restrict you to only certain things, like maybe office supplies or advertising. Maybe you purchase your office supplies, does not code to office supplies under Chase or Amex. Maybe you want to get those points. Hey, an extra point here and there. I mean, extra point over $50,000 to spend, that's an extra 50,000 points. That's easily a trip to Europe or something like that. You want to earn those extra points though. This is a great card to do that. I mean, yes, it only has a small cap, but I'm pretty sure you're able to get multiple ones of them. So overall, it's a good card. And I think this card is great for any of those businesses that can use it, get the extra 1% cash back or 1 point back in the spend that they have that isn't covered by a card that has categories geared towards business spend. And then obviously you can choose between cash back or you can choose between points. Pick your poison. If you choose points, I mean, at least if you have the Amex Business Platinum and then the business checking, you can turn those points into cash back. So you can have a little bit of flexibility there. All in all, I know this was a shorter video, but what do you think? Do you have the Blue Business Plus? Do you have the Blue Business Cash? What do you think of them? Do you like how they're set up, how they're easy to understand, to use, to have a small cap, everything like that? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you could hit that like and subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a great day.